So, where we last left off. Now, I just moved you guys back here, but you technically were outside of the church when when you wrapped up. So, I just said y'all came back here to kind of rest up a little bit, see if you could re-meet up with um, Mike's guy. I forget his name.
Did we get a rest or?
I mean,
Jam gotten.
you haven't taken a full rest. Did you level Mike? Or I don't think you played at all last week, so you need to bump up to 2 real quick
Well,
if you haven't. But you see Jam, he's sitting there eating when you guys get back. Looks like he's had kind of a night. Looks a little worse for the wear.
I think you just became my personal hero.
Thanks for the resub, Jason. For 13 months.
Aha, got
High
him.
roller.
Say what? What'd you say, Brian?
I said, haha, got him.
Got him.
13 months.
But yeah, you see him in there. He's in there eating. You guys arrive to kind of fill you in. We'll let one of them, if they want to tell you what's going on, they can. If not, you just see him eating. You'll have what he's having. All right. Grok roll will go down and make guys some sandwiches and soup. You know, it's like a hearty stew. Beef.
Ooh, taste.
Yeah, beef and lots of veggies. Nice thick sauce. It's pretty good. Seasoned perfectly. To fill you in, Mike, they went to the church to check on the guys that let go, and because of the Grok had mentioned how people were not the church wasn't having their sessions, their normal. I don't even remember what the hell's that crap called, sermons or
Yep.
church sessions or whatever it's called.
Bible study.
Vacation Bible school. But they found out that a couple of weeks ago, some bandits had, or grave robbers had broke into the little crypts that they have there at the church, and they had got into something they shouldn't have had. One of them ended up dying right there inside the stairwell. But they, priest and them heard noises, so they just locked it back up, the crypt, because no one really used the crypts anymore. So they went down and, cleared it out. There was a bunch of ghouls and a ghast, swarm of skeletal rats, your usual stuff. They pretty sure the group's pretty sure that they freed some ghosts or spirits, but they're not 100% sure. But they do know some weird shit happened. But then they left and came back here. But you guys take a short rest in the allotted time. Now, if you guys want to do a long rest, you'll have to, let me know, because that will change the time scales on, day or night. Because it's probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock now.
Got burnt on my heal spells, so I'd be in for a longin'.
It's all good. I want to go try to figure out what these goggles I picked up are. If they are what I think they are above board.
Yeah, you spend some time playing around with them, and they're goggles of the night. They don't require attunement or anything, so pretty easy to figure it
See.
out when you put them on.
Okay, I'm gonna update that on my sheet then, because I held on to those.
And y'all are free to do whatever you like. Turn it over
I'll
to
go
y'all.
take a nap.
Anyone else want to take a long rest?
What time is it?
About 1 o'clock.
Yeah, about roughly 1 in the afternoon. By the time you've wrapped up eating lunch and everything. So if you do a long rest, it will put you at about 9 o'clock.
No, I don't need a long rest.
You would
I
need
can make do with that.
sorry. You'd need long rest to get your spells back, Angie.
Hold on a second. Let me check something out real quick.
Alright. But Grok will also thank you guys for helping out at the church and, of course, again, offer to put you up for the night and free food and everything.
Croc, you are too kind.
Well, when you've lived in a place long enough, these people, they're like family, So it's like you're helping my family, so you scratch my back.
Well, I'm all for it too. I had a rough upbringing myself, and I don't think anybody should have it as bad as I had.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, kid.
So it's my pleasure to help them out.
Thank you. All right, so I know Deacon's taking a long rest. I'm gonna guess Angie's gonna take a long rest. Anyone
Took a
else?
lot out of me, man.
Yeah. Lenny or Sean, are you taking a long rest or are you good?
Yeah, if everybody else is, I will.
Well, two of
I
them.
don't need one. Yeah.
It's up to you guys. I mean, you can or you can't, or it's not a big deal.
I don't remember what spells I used. I don't remember what I did last time.
Yeah, I'll take a long rest.
All right. So, anyone else for a long rest? All right. How about those who do not want a long rest? What are your intentions? What do you want to do?
I mean, my plan was to explore the town and maybe even go to the guards and sit there and talk to them, see if there's been any type of weird activity coming down through here lately besides just the normal bandit issue.
Sound really different tonight.
I have the flu.
Sorry to hear that.
You have it or had it?
Have it. Currently have it.
All right, I'm at the I saw my mic.
You've been drinking that Mexican beer, man?
Katie and Bailey had it, and I tried to stay away from it. I was able to fight it off for 3 days, but just ended up
I think
catching
I
up.
would totally go crash at someone else.
I hear you. I hear you, bro. The freaking kids are just little germ magnets. Gotta love them, though.
Yeah, but tossing them in lye nowadays is considered child cruelty.
Sleep in the garage. All right.
Oh fuck! I even slept in a guest bedroom, and they were still. And every time I would do something, that one of them would come in. Hey, I got a question. Like, I don't care. Just leave.
Go away. Let me sleep.
Get you some of that Tamiflu or whatever that medicine is.
Right.
Took
That
that
shit
last
works
time I had the
wonders.
flu. It was amazing. I felt better
Yeah.
like 3 days in. All right,
Yeah.
well, that's easy enough to do. garrison's actually not that far from, if you pull up your map, um, you're at 13, the garrison's over at 14, so it's like literally just down the road from where you are.
All right, so I let the people that decided not to go take a long rest that that's where I'm going, and I walk out the door and start heading that way.
What's the rest of y'all want to do?
I stepped out to grab a pizza. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
They have pizza back then?
I'm like, what?
The ye old Domino's.
Hey, man, you never heard of Pizza Hut? This is
Pizza.
where it started.
Pizza of the Hut.
Hey,
I walked into KFC.
they didn't have Pizza Brick House and Mortar, all right? They had Pizza Hut.
So,
Our Lord John.
so our Lord John. So 3 of the group are going to take long rests because the battle from the last week kind of expended a lot of energy. You are able to take a long rest if you want, or if you want to do something else, you can. Lenny, Deacon, and Arabellis are all taking long rest. Although Lenny said he doesn't really need one, so I guess you could probably persuade him to, do something if you wanted to do something else. Jam Gotten is going to the garrison to see if there's any, I guess, wanted posters.
I want to talk to Audukai, actually.
Oh. Well,
So that
Kai's going to stay at the tavern with Deacon.
All right.
I'll stay there for a little bit then.
All right. Well, go ahead if you wanted to speak with him.
So, Audukai, that
Yes.
bear thing that you did while we were battling in the crypts was pretty nifty. Can you turn into anything else?
I am able
Megatron.
Groot.
He does say
So,
yes. He's able to.
Okay. Like what kinds of things? Some of these might be nifty and useful.
Everything that resorts to the balance.
So, if, let's say, we wanted to scout someplace out and be really stealthy about it, could you turn into something like squirrel?
He nods. Yes.
Interesting. I think I know how we're going to scout out the garrison without actually going to the garrison.
Ow.
You said you can turn into a squirrel, right? Well, no one's going to.
We're going to the garrison there, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we're going to get to go see the places that are, a little deeper in. The interesting places where all these people go to and disappear and never come back. And if he's a squirrel, he can just go in there or
I
along
will
corners of the wall.
stay with Deacon.
Well, you got that. We can do this later. We don't have to do this right now.
He will nod.
Okay. So, yeah, looks like Orc Splitter wants to come with me, so I'll sit there and say, "You ready to go?"
Aye.
Let's roll.
So you guys make the short walk up the road to the garrison from the broken compass. Only takes you a few minutes to get there. As you approach, you see a bit of a commotion going on out front. And as you approach, you see these guards kind of walking in these two guys. There's a dashing young stud who's
Well, that's not me.
quite pretty for a man.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude, I was thinking, and next to him, a rather shady looking fellow. And they're both manacled. Um,
Where'd you get that token for Simon?
From the old game, I pulled it off of your roll.
Oh, you got really close up to it. Looks good.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I try, People seem to think portrait tokens are art, so they gotta be like 10,000 miles away. So we see 5 or 6 pixels when it's really supposed to show your face,
I feel attacked.
Yes.
What?
I'm looking at you,
Me
Brian.
too.
Yours isn't that bad, Mike. I mean, not as bad as like his. His shit, like full body picture. Yeah. Look at this shit.
I gotta show the people what they want.
Hi, I'll be your WoW guide today.
Good night, mate.
Like the paper clip from Microsoft Office.
The paper.
But for fucking RPGs.
But the pretty man, he's only manacled around the wrist, and he's walking normal. The other one is manacled at the feet and the arms, and then there's poles attached to chains kind of pushing this guy through, and they move on into the courtyard. And the 2 guards at the door remain outside. You guys are free to interact or do whatever you want.
Torin, I wonder what's going on there.
It's like a prisoner transfer.
The one that didn't look as one that looks a little rough must have given them a heck of a struggle if he's got all that going on.
Maybe it's just not as smart as the other one.
Well, yeah. I'll go walking up to one of the guards and talk to him real quick.
Boy, what's your business here?
Name is Jam Gotten. I just came into town not too long ago. Wanted to sit there and take a look at any of your wanted posters. Sit there and see if there's anything that we could help the guards out.
Alright, just stay here for a moment until they get the prisoners down below.
Aight.
Guys stand there, and a few moments goes by, and you hear a door opening and this man steps out. He's like, "Ah, good work, men." And he's like, "You captured them." And he's like, "Where are the other guards that were with you?" And these guys all look like they were beat to shit. Um, the one guy standing there, he's like, "All right, this little runt here, he put down Simon, uh, and Simone." And the noble's like, "My, just adding to your sheet." And he starts to walk up, and the little one that's chained up rushes towards him, and they have to basically restrain him. The other man, the pretty man, just stands there, and he's like, the guy steps back, and he's like, "It's like a wild feral beast." Uh, yes, Simon and Simone, they were twins. They were. And
And who the rogue took them out?
yeah,
Looks like the little one has some fight in him.
they start reading. he the man that came out the door pulls out a parchment, and he unrolls it, and he starts listing off crimes.
He doesn't happen to have 6 fingers on his hand, does he?
He does. He indeed does have 6 fingers.
He
On
looks
his right
just
or
like
his left?
Whatever hand is apt. Uh,
was the right hand in Princess Bride. He
the,
looks just like the teeth.
He kind of does, yeah.
I could see that.
Keep waiting for Mandy Patinkin to jump out of the woodworks over there.
But he starts rambling off crimes, starting with murder of their own parents, and a long rap sheet: sedition, robbery, theft by taking, horse thievery, mostly directed to the smaller of the man. Yeah, he does look just like that dude. Um, and the little one's like, "That's all bullshit, Trump charges." It's like, "We never did any of that," yeah. And they're like, he's like, "Right." Um, but he's like, "Take them down below," and they all move as a unit and go through the door, kind of disappear from sight. The nobleman or the guy seeing you guys over by the fence walks over. He says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Yes, one of the guards here went to go get us some wanted posters. We were just looking to try to help the town guard out.
The guy that you spoke to is literally still standing there. He's like,
Oh, you said he was going to leave to go grab some.
"No, you said to wait here until they get done with the prisoners." And he
Okay.
stood as guard, hence his title of guard. Um, so wanted posters. So unfortunately, you missed the two that were wanted in this region. Um, so we don't have anyone that is looking for that we're looking for. But I mean, just keep an eye out.
Okay. Well, um, yeah, you guys definitely seem to have your hands full with the little fellow.
Oh, that's the Gray brothers, Simon and Alex, or Alexander. Uh, it's Dastrious, just notoriously bad folks. They had disappeared for quite a long time, though. No one had seen them for months. but they seem to have resurfaced almost if they've came through the fog. Um, I thought you'd like that, Jay. Uh, but
Right. Well, we know not to fuck with them then.
I also knew that that would give you their level indicator too. Uh, Not the toned down version. Um, but there's
Wait,
always,
is
hmm,
the fog or the mist?
yeah. He says fog, but above board it was mist. But those are our guys from the other game that came
Okay.
through the fog. Uh, my name is Virgil, by the way. Virgil Ramsey. I'm the
Ah,
assistant um, jailer here, warden, if you would.
Hold on. What was the name?
Virgil Ramsey.
jam got jam got an Oxwell.
Excuse you. Uh, Jam Gotten,
Yeah,
what was your last name?
Oxwell.
Ox Swallow?
Ox Wild.
Ox Wow. Okay. Jam. And you, dwarf?
Name's Torn.
Uh, well, hopefully we will never encounter you guys in a official capacity other than to pay out bounties and good stuff, but you guys seem like fine, upstanding gentlemen, so I don't think we have to worry about that. As he says in jest, no malice behind his words, just kind of like a dry joke. Uh,
Yeah, no worries here.
So this guy's boss is the Regus dude?
mm-hmm.
Well, that's unfortunate. We were looking for work.
Yeah, I could bring you in if you'd like to meet my boss. Perhaps he has something, but at the moment, I don't know of any wanted posters or anything. He kind of stops for a second. He's like, no people. There are definitely things going on. The I'm sure someone at the docks, the dock master perhaps, would have
Who
some.
was that?
Let me get his name. His name is Alberun. Alberun. He's a gnome, so a cousin. Or is it halflings? I always mix that up. Is it halflings or gnomes that are your cousins?
Do you really care?
Well, I mean,
Rock gnomes.
it's interesting, right? Well, sorry, didn't
Rock,
mean to offend.
rock gnomes.
If you
they're
don't mind,
related.
I would love to speak to your boss.
All right, yeah, I'll see if he's busy. Rock gnomes, what, Brian?
Rock gnomes are related to dwarves, if I remember correctly.
All right, follow me this way,
They're
gentlemen.
they're all cousins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
He,
like especially if you're doing Dragonlance, they're like all cousins.
but he comes in, he invites you guys through. Uh, he's like, just one moment, and he opens the door and goes in. He's like, sir, I have some newcomers that were perhaps looking for work. I can't think of a thing that they could do, but perhaps you might have something. And he's like, well, I have a few moments before I start interrogating the Greys. Uh, Bring them in. And he opens, the door opens. You guys can hear, I mean, it's not like he's being quiet or they're whispering or anything. He opens the door and invites you guys in. and you meet.
Good day.
Good day, or good afternoon, rather. I am Regis Forloin. It's my understanding that you're new in town and looking for work.
Yes, sir. I am Jam Gotten Oswald, and this is Torn.
You see him write your names down on the little ledger. And he kind of gets up and walks, like steps up next to the desk, and he just kind of looks you over, um, both of you. It's odd. Like you just get like
Dick
the
punch.
heebie-jeebies. Shows this dick punch. Uh, but kind of looking you guys up, almost like he's sizing up meat, like he's buying meat at the butcher's. And then he goes back around and sits down. Um, well, I don't have any official work. I know the docks are having some issues with stuff going missing. Uh, if you're in for an all-nighter, um, beyond that, hmm, if you could run the old bag from the apothecary's hut out of town, that'd be great, but that's wishful thinking. She's been here forever. Um, Not that she's wanted or anything. I just don't like their ilk. Um, no,
Is that
beyond
racist?
perhaps you're not there. But it was definitely
Hmm.
coming off as he didn't care for. But no, beyond that, I don't have really any business. I'm sorry. I mean, there's always odd jobs around town this size, so I'm not sure what type of work you're looking for other than hunting men, but I'm guessing you guys were caravan guards or something, and now you've got your fill of that, so you want to hunt for people.
Something of that sort.
It doesn't have to be people.
Yeah, well, the woods always have foul creatures in them. Um, that if if you could run the lady off, that'd be great. She's out there in the woods too. Um, Stay clear of the towers, though, Dresden. That's not a man to be trifled with. Um, kind of
Towers?
Yeah,
stares
the
off into
towers.
space. It's if you look at your map, hold on, I'll pull it back up for you guys. It is to the extreme north of town, like north of the garrison. It kind of overwatches the whole valley. Um,
And who lives there?
that's Arthur Dresden.
You talking about number 4?
Yeah, number 4.
What's his deal?
He's a wizard of sorts. Um, Keeps to himself mostly, though. He occasionally gambles a little too loosely with his money, if you ask me, but a man like that, he can do whatever he wants. You can usually find him at the Broken Compass, though, on most nights, unless he's working. But I don't pretend to know the dealings of a wizard. What?
And you wanted us to run the apothecary out of town.
Yeah, Altria.
Sounded like I must have misheard you. It sounded like you were talking about someone besides her as well.
The guy at the docks, he mentioned the dock master as well. Um, if you need his name. I can get his name again.
You know, Albaron.
Yeah. But it was Dresden. He mentioned Dresden, Alberon, and Altria. But he didn't call Altria by her name. He just said the old woman.
Well, we appreciate your time, and if you have any need for us, we'll be at the Broken Compass as well. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Try and stay on the right side of law. I'd hate to get you
Kill,
down in my
murder, murder.
dungeons.
Yes, that's not a place for any man to be.
Or woman or child, for that matter. As he says with a kind of an odd smile. But good day.
Same to you.
And where are you guys going after this? Back to the
The
compass?
apothecary. I'm gonna go to the apothecary. Go ahead and run that old woman off. I don't think she's important to this quest at all.
Go for it.
Alright, you going by yourself then?
No, I'm seriously not gonna do that. No, I'm gonna go back to the Broken Compass.
So what you drinking?
Let's go stop at the docks first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we
See
stop
what
at the docks.
this Albaron is troubling him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just like magic.
Oh, let me put you guys on the map real quick. Now this is a little bit further of a walk because it's on the kind of the opposite side of town. Well, not really opposite, but it's
Yeah, it was like more to the west of us.
yeah, a little bit of a walk. But you make your way there, no problems. No one stops you or nothing. It's not like the town's like Chicago or some shit, you know.
All right, I'll go walking in and talk to somebody in there and try to find Alderon. Is that the name?
This chick down here.
Yeah.
Or just go straight down.
All right. I was like, oh, hello. What can I do for you?
Good day.
Well, Matt, we're looking for Albaron.
Oh, he's over there. And she points over off that direction.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
What is this person? What is she? What's she? Race?
She's human.
She's got some very. What's up, Janice?
Janice. She's human.
Ciao.
Sir, that is a Karen.
Karen. She wants to speak to our manager.
She's
Yep.
got a. It's like a net that she's working on. She's got like a little stool and it's a net and she's attaching shells to it. Like you see like these really pretty like iridescent shells that she's kind of tying onto the little loops on the netting, and then right underneath the shell is like a little three-way hook. So she's like baiting a net or something.
So never mind. So she's like a sunflower.
A sunflower? Hippie? Just fish.
Exactly.
Fish, snails, whatever's biting.
I wish you well. May your harvest or fishery be bountiful.
Catch.
Yeah, catch. Ha, me not no human word.
Get all the fishes, bitch.
This guy's like a couple of guys over here working the nets.
Oh, it's Sideways Charlie.
Sideways Charlie.
Crackhead Pete.
Whoa! What's up, gentlemen? uh, woo.
Or looking for Aileron.
Oh, he's over there in the dock. And he points at the building over here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll knock on the door.
Come in, it's open. And you open the door. There's a human guy standing there talking. Looks a little pissed off. And then a little halfling dude. And he's like,
Turban Tom.
serving what?
Turban Tom.
Uh,
What's his name?
the human guy's like, all right, we'll handle it, Al. I'm tired of my stuff getting taken. I've got work. I got mouths to feed. And he kind of looks you guys over, nods, and then he just takes his exit and walks out. And the little halfling's like, what can I do for you?
I take it you must be
No.
Aldering?
Be what?
Alberon.
Oh, yeah.
Alvern?
They call me Al, though.
Okay, Al. We were sent here by the warden of the garrison. So there said you might be
Huh?
looking for some
What?
help.
You sent here by who? And he starts looking a little nervous.
Regus.
Yeah.
Really, Jason?
I sit there and I put my hands on the desk and lean over to him. I'm like, he told us that you might be in need of some help. Is there anything you need any help with?
He looks like he relaxes a little bit, opens.
And he says you're late with your taxes.
Oh, I don't pay taxes to him. But
He says you might have something for us.
Yeah.
He pulls out a bottle of rum and sits.
Work.
Want a drink? Oh, water. God, you guys are difficult. He opens a drawer and he pulls out this really long pipe and he starts packing it with like some sort of plant material. And he starts smoking it. He's like, well, yeah. Oh, sorry, he'll open a window. It's ganja. But he opens the window up for you. And he's like, well, I mean, I think it's... So I just think it's thieves coming in, stealing stuff. But,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, there's this guy that works here. He works over at the smokery just over, over yonder, and he points and he's like, his name's Heman, but he says that he saw somebody come up out of the ocean and go into the warehouse and take the stuff and go back into the water with it.
What stuff did he take?
It's all types of fishing stuff, barrels, nettings, poles, tools.
Okay.
But I think he's been smoking that hash again.
Right. Okay. When was the last time he struck?
Oh, it's happened twice. The first time was about 2 weeks ago, and then it happened last week. So if the timetable stands, they're probably gonna try and hit us again. So I mean, if you guys want to do some work, I mean, I could throw some coin if you can catch whoever's doing it. Um,
Yeah, well, willing to help you out.
Yeah.
Go talk to him then. He's the one that saw, you know, whatever he
What was
saw.
his Heeman?
Heman.
Heman.
What's
All right,
he
let's
do?
go.
He works at the smokery, the fish smokery.
All right, let's go bust up Hyman.
Jesus.
Swear to God, you can't keep anything PG.
Well, you know, that's why I have my
And
rated
the
R.
person
Uh-huh.
that just left, what was his issue?
He's the one that's the stuff's been being stole like it was his property.
Gotcha.
He's
Okay.
one of the big shot fishermen, owns a few boats. Now he thinks he runs this motherfucker, but you know that's not the case.
Right, Al. I understand that. Well, you keep your head up, man. We'll go check out and talk to Heman and see what's going on.
All right, good luck. Just let me know.
All right, I guess we're heading to the smokery.
Where is that at?
That was you guys that passed it right as
Uh,
where the dude was spinning around, looked like he was high, but that's not him. But
yeah, I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
Wow.
Just
I'll
don't
handle
share
this.
it.
You go take a shit.
I'm role playing.
Don't take any pictures of it.
Oh no.
that's my art. So
I'll.
It's his medium.
I'm looking for Heman.
Hyman.
he points over to the guy. He's that guy over there leaning on the building.
Him.
Yeah.
Heman.
Yeah.
Oh no. What's wrong?
It's my lunch. It's really spicy.
I almost choked.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Allison is over here. Sat there and said that you were having some problem with some thievery.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not my stuff, but I mean, it's the fisherman's. So kind of our stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll tell you the story so you can laugh at me. So
Okay. I need a good chuckle.
I was smoking some fish the other day, and it was a really good catch. But
Mhm.
they were heavier than I had initially anticipated, so it was taking longer to smoke. So it ended up
Okay.
going into dark. It got dark, and I'm sitting, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Mhm.
Because when I woke up, no one was here. It was just me out here. The fish came out great though. But I'm sitting here and I see this thing coming out of the water over, and he points over there, kind of like by the shitter where you had just
Oh
came
God,
from.
I was just over there.
And it's like,
Wait, what do you mean this thing?
'twas a man, but not a man. It it stood on legs and walked like us, but I swear it had fishy scales and it stank of the ocean.
Okay. And he came into the warehouse and stole a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. So how many times have you seen this thing?
Just the one time.
Okay.
How does the ocean stink?
I appreciate it,
Bad
Heman.
fish.
Maybe next time try something a little bit less spicy, or get yourself some milk. But we appreciate it. We're gonna try to catch this thing and try to get the thieving to stop.
Blessed be, thank you.
Yeah. Good day.
Goodbye.
And I chuckle as I walk away.
He takes another bite. Ooh, that's spicy. You guys going back to
What are you?
So what are you having?
It's a fish
I was gonna
sandwich.
ask you.
You want some?
Here, let me get.
Alright, he'll hand you
Get
the
ahead of
other
that.
half he wasn't eating off of.
Hold on.
Should have been eating kimchi stew.
Let me see if I can find a crying dwarf token.
We'll make a con save.
Oh,
Oh, no. You're like, this ain't spicy, boy.
eh, not bad.
It's good, though. It's a nice white fish.
How much?
Don't worry about it. I wasn't going to finish the other half. Kind of fucked up when I was making it. I thought it was like a ketchup, but it turned out to be hot sauce. So,
Never cook again.
Torin, you coming?
Yeah. Nice meeting you, sir. We'll take care of your problem.
thanks. Alright.
Hey, try this. It's really good.
All right, I'll try a bite.
Give me a con save.
All right.
That's a spicy meatball.
What in the hell is this? Jeez.
It's a ghost pepper whitefish sandwich.
Oh my God.
That's
No wonder you have to take
Louisiana good.
That's
no wonder you have to take a shit every 20 minutes. Torin, quit eating this.
Alright, you guys going back to the compass?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all I got out of those two encounters was what the dude wanted us to do at the docks. And didn't get shit off of the Regis as far as his story, other than more of the same him being shady.
Yeah. Sounds like sounds like he wants the apothecary out of town for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what was coming out of the water if it wasn't a man, you know?
Murloc?
I mean, the only thing I could think was maybe, you know, like a Dokai was sat there and slipped in the water, and that's what they saw.
Why would he do that?
Shower.
Shower.
Jesus?
I mean,
Is that you, Jesus?
at the end of the day, I guess we'll just have to do a stakeout to sit there and see what it is and try to stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab me a beer or ale. Sorry.
So you guys make it back. So were you taking a long rest too, Brian, since Deacon was as well, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Andrew, what were you doing during this?
Running our pockets.
Right. Going through y'all shit.
Not really. What was I doing?
That's
I
what
was
we're
just
asking.
wandering around. I was wandering, just exploring around town randomly. Um,
All right. Any particular place on the map you want it to go?
uh,
Or just walking around, not really
just
interacting with anyone?
just walking around. Do I come across any street urchins who are kind of lost looking?
You don't actually you don't actually see a lot of poor people in Alstonwold for some reason.
That's weird.
You do find that weird. Like, you've
I'm
been
not.
to cities. You came from, Waterdeep and all that side of town or all that side of the world. So you're used to bustling cities, and this town's not small. I mean, it's not Waterdeep, but it's jam after the bite of food. Uh, but it is unusual to not really see poor people or people. Everyone seems to have some sort of function. Like there are always people doing something. There's no loitering going on. Definitely
Loiterer.
no, beggars or anything like that you
No
notice.
beggars, no orphanage or anything like that.
If you ask around, there are people that will take people, like the church takes in orphan children. They used to. Give me a give
You
me
bring up bad memories.
bad memories. Give me a God, what check? An investigation check.
Oh, let me straight intelligence. Oh,
So you meet a guy walking around town that looks like he's doing some shopping, and he notices you. And guys strike up a conversation over some trivial shit, and you bring up, orphanages and how you find it odd that there's no like beggars and stuff like that. Basically, what we were just talking about. Um, and he
mm-hmm.
starts to tell you about how the town used to have an orphanage, but about 5 years ago, when Regas took over the jail, he started imposing like these super strict laws in place for like transients and poor people, and the funding for the orphanage kind of dried out. And
I
he
don't like this guard captain.
he kind of
Where does he live?
looks around, and he's like, yeah, a lot of people don't like Regas. Uh, Now, Virgil, on the other hand, he's a kind man. Um, I wish he would take over as the head jailer, but uh, yeah, if you're looking for the orphanage, I mean, I could tell you where it's at, but it's kind of a ways away from here. It was not in the city proper, but it's abandoned now. There's no one there, so I don't see any reason why you would want to go.
Well, if it's abandoned, I won't go. But or why didn't Virgil take over? Did was how did Regis come to power, so to speak?
Well, his family was from here. They weren't one of the original people, but they came shortly after um, Blackfoot and Tyrannus had got here and kind of decided to settle down. Those are like two retired adventurers that kind of founded this town and made it kind of what it is today. Um, Horst had set up, sorry, Horst is Blackfoot. He had set up the garrison initially. He was a fighter, brave man, actually saved quite a few people's lives here when they were settling. There was place was full of wandering monsters and all manners of beasts. Um, but then he handed off the reins to the town smithy. Um, but and then he later went on and passed. He was a human, so
Hmm.
didn't live very long. The smithy was in, he I won't say like he was in cahoots because that sounds like something was going on, but he was from money essentially, and Regas came into power basically through him. Like once he took over the garrison, and the Regas, their family moved here. Basically, Regas took over operating the garrison pretty much right away, and then enacted the anti-poor law is what we call it. But so now mostly everyone works. I mean, there's still people that don't work, like the old and the infirmed, but those are far few in between, and they don't tend to last very long. If you don't tend to have a purpose, or if you're not a traveler, just kind of passing through, then gonna spend some coin, then you're not gonna be staying here long. Um, if you catch my drift. Um, but that's about it. I mean,
Is
he wasn't contested or anything.
is the captain's family all like this, or is it just him?
No, he's actually doesn't have any family left. Shortly after they came here and he took over, they all died. He didn't. I mean, he wasn't married or anything like that, but like his
Hmm.
father, his mother, his brothers and sisters all perished. Um, he
How?
they had, as the story goes, they were on a family picnic um, out in the woods, out towards Altria's place, and they ran afoul of some pretty nasty beast, and Regas was the only one to make it out of there alive. Um, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, come on.
Um, just between me and you, I was here when Regas came back, and Regas didn't have a single wound on him. So I ain't gonna speak ill of the man because of his station, but I don't think what happened up there in them hills happened the way he says it happened. Um, but that's none of my business.
I understand. I'll keep that to myself.
I don't know why I'm telling you all this. You just got such a friendly looking face, though.
I'm told that often.
Uh,
I'm good people. I thank you, kind sir, for your conversation with me and all for the information. This has been very, very enlightening about this town.
yes, sir. You have a good day.
You too.
All right. So you just head back to the broken compass.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you arrive, Torn, and you actually see Torm and Jam kind of coming in at the same time. Um, and they're just coming in. Um, say it's been a couple of hours. Um, if you guys want to meet up and discuss, I'm gonna drag the people that aren't actually awake right now off of here.
Ah, he got me.
go sleep in the very comfortable stables over there?
Nah, I just moved them out of the way. I didn't feel like
Kai's,
deleting their tokens.
Kai sleeps in the stables. Why are you coming crazy at him? He didn't do nothing.
But you guys return, Torn, Jam. You see Ander coming back down. He's like a little bit up the road from the town, coming back towards the inn or hostel.
The place where we sleep.
Right. Oh Lord, Jason's typing. Ah. Grok's like, welcome back. Since you guys are literally not talking to each other at all, it's like inter-party chatting is forbidden.
Sorry, I forgot I had push to talk on.
I'm here. I just.
Oh, were you not? You weren't sleeping?
Oh no, I mean like I'm speaking. Not speaking. I'm like here physically. Brian is here.
You said
I'm
sleeping.
Sleeping.
Oh no, I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Ander.
What's up?
We
How
can
was
snore
your
if you
walk,
like.
Ander?
Well, no, I know what you
Very
got.
enlightening.
Good.
Yes,
So
well, I was walking through town. I had some very enlightening information. How was your trip through to the garrison today?
interesting, to say the least.
How so?
Maybe we should talk in more private.
Really? Grok's like, you guys can use the dining room. No one's there. It's pretty dead
Thank you,
during
Grok.
the day, so I'll get you some
Thank you,
drinks.
Grok. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll go head to the dining room. You guys coming?
Jesus Christ.
Today? There we go. So, why don't you tell us about your trip?
So, I was walking through town, just trying to get the lay of the land a little bit. I struck up a conversation with this fine gentleman. If you notice
How
how
fine?
odd it is, if you notice how odd it is around here that there's no poor people. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a small city, but there's no poor people around here.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's something like everybody has a job, and every job has a person doing it type of deal.
I think what you're saying is someone made Ostenwald great again.
Oh my God.
If by great again, as in like somebody took some steps that kind of forced the underprivileged out of town in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
And who is this somebody?
So this gentleman said that up till about 5 years ago, this place was just like any other town. Poor people, bustling town still, but I mean, there's poor people. Like if you wanted to come do charitable work, this place had charitable work to be done. And then after the captain of the guard came in and started enacting these anti-transient laws and basically anti-poor people laws, They all kind of disappeared. And in fact, I mean, he didn't even really say that they just walked out. They kind of disappeared. This captain gives me the heebie-jeebies.
This captain, did you happen to catch his name?
It's Regis Forlorn, the guard captain. He sounds like a shady cat.
He seems like a stand-up gentleman to me. We actually met him.
Oh, I'm sure he puts on a fine face.
I'm sure he does.
But no, he comes from. I asked some background, just trying to understand what was going on with all that, because usually when people do wacky stuff like that, I wanted to find out what kind of family he came from. And he has no family anymore. They all died under mysterious circumstances. They all, apparently, some time ago, they went to his parents. He was never married, but he had his brothers, his sisters, his parents, and they all went out with him to on a picnic one day, as the story goes. And they all died. They were all killed out there. They were attacked by some creature. Yet somehow or another, the captain comes back without a scratch on him.
Maybe he ran and hid. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of some other way than implicating the fact that the captain could have possibly murdered his family.
I mean, that's possible, but with the other things that we've heard, the other gossip, the people going into the jails and then disappearing or coming out not the same. This is not healthy.
So let's do something about it.
Are we at the part where we kill him yet?
No, we're not there yet.
No.
Wow.
I think there's something going on down at the jail that is some part where you guys didn't see that is.
So this is real easy
Not.
to do then. What?
I would rather do this on the down low rather than go barging through like we did with poor Jodak up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What I'm thinking
100%.
is the old rope-a-dope. You come into the garrison telling them that you're new to town and that you've been, down on your luck for a while, and you're looking for work. And
I have a better idea.
all right, lay it on us.
All right. Well, you know how Audakai turned into that bear during our little battle today.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
but okay.
you can't forget the DM gave me a free tough feat. You know what I'm saying?
He gave you a free tuggy.
That's why me and Jason got the same health.
So I was talking with him like when you guys left out earlier. Apparently, he could turn into tiny, small things too.
Oh yeah?
Why don't we just have
Like a gerbil?
or a mouse, or
A squirrel?
small things, a squirrel, something that, is inconspicuous. When he wakes up, why don't we ask him if we can have him, sneak in as this small little critter, stay out of sight, be innocuous, and kind of scout the place out.
But what if he gets stepped on?
I trust him to be smart enough to stick to the walls where people are going to be putting their feet. He seems like he seems a little odd, but you've seen him in a fight. He's kind of clutch in the fight. He's not an idiot.
I mean, we can give it a shot. The only issue that I have is that he'll be going down there without any type of backup in any way for us to contact him.
This is true.
If something happens and he gets caught, he's going to be, if something is going on down there, he's going to be killed. Not jailed, he will be killed.
Well, scouting missions always have that element of danger, wouldn't you say, Torrin?
True.
That's why you always sit there and go with somebody.
Jesus, that didn't work.
But if we can bring it up to him, if he feels that he can do it, then
Oh my
That's just
god.
wrong. Is that Ridier's colon?
Maybe.
Oh, man.
Freedom
But
of the act.
we'll talk to him when he wakes and thinks if he wants to do it, then I mean, it's worth a shot. He just has to make sure that he doesn't get caught. But while me and Torn were doing some exploring around the city, we found out that, since you said creature, we found out that there's actually been a creature that's been breaking into the warehouse down at the docks. According to the guy that saw it, it's like a fish man that's been breaking into the docks.
Fish
Or the
man.
warehouse. Yeah, fish man.
None of you guys have the sailor background, right?
No.
Negative.
Alright.
So I'm thinking we could possibly, I don't know what he's doing. While he's doing that, we can go down to the docks and do a stakeout. Maybe not maybe find out more information on what's going on with Regis and take care of this for the docks at the same time, so it doesn't make us look suspicious. Somebody can, of course, be close to him in case something does happen.
Yeah, I guess we could.
You guys are
But
going
we
ham
need
with
to
the
speak
animal
with him
deals.
first, see if he's even on board.
Yeah. Or we could do one and then do the other. I mean, I don't think that the garrison is going to go anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to do that right off the bat, but we definitely need to get a look in there and figure out what's what.
You know, it might
At
be
some
a
point.
good idea. It might be a good idea to give it a couple of days to sit there and cool off, since me and Torin just went up there.
Yeah, for sure. We don't want to go barging in and get people killed unnecessarily or put their lives in under threat just yet.
Right. Right. Okay. So it looks like well, I guess when everybody else wakes up, we can see how they feel about it. But I know that I'm going to be staking out the docks tonight to sit there and see if there's anything going on. Doran, you coming?
Yeah, but let's wait until everyone first.
Oh, yeah,
Where everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if everybody else wants to do it or not. I mean, if they don't, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. But
Right, but I think as long as we get eyes on by nightfall, we're fine.
yeah.
So, I will time skip into the evening when everyone wakes up.
Doppelganger.
Get him.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
And for the sake
Morning.
of time, so that they don't repeat themselves for like a third time, they fill you in on what you guys have been listening to. But you can pick up from whether or not you want what y'all want to do. Not gonna force anyone to do anything.
Who left? Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Can hear you.
Okay. Cut out.
Yeah, I think Discord was doing something weird. Like
Yeah, that's
ping
why I reconnected.
skyrocketed down, and then it came back now. All right, so everyone is met up, filled everyone in on what they found out. Was there anyone that was just simply not paying attention at all to what was going on because you weren't in the scene that needs a quick recap? I know Dark was talking in chat. I know Angie's listening. Sean, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I heard everything.
Okay, good. All right, so y'all are all caught up, and you're at your planning phase.
So who's all gonna want to come with us stake out? I'll come.
Increase that volume.
Yeah. Volume's kind of whack.
Mike? Or who?
Yeah, Mike went down.
Hold on.
He'll pop eardrums.
Sounds like he's on like a Bluetooth
Like a
headset or
different-
something.
Definitely sounds
Yeah.
like he's on a different mic. Than
Right.
Is this better?
Yeah.
I just turned you
Okay.
up, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, like I said, when it disconnected me because I was talking through my headphones, so it disconnected me to my headphones, so I was using a regular phone.
Gotcha.
This is our table.
So I
Alright,
guess
so-
we're eating and getting ready to leave.
Just need to know who wants to do what.
Are we gonna ask Sprouty leaves if he wants to do that thing, or are we gonna decide about just going to the docks for this evening?
Hey, Swamp Thing.
Oh my god.
Poor Brian.
Hey,
Go for it.
so with everything that's been going on with Regis, we were thinking that your little thing where you can turn into a whole bunch of different animals. Is there any way you can turn into like a mouse or a rat?
Yes.
Would you be willing to, not today, but maybe in a few days, go into the garrison, go down to the dungeon and try to gather some information and see what is going on down there?
As a rat.
As a rat.
Why?
So we can find out what's going on and what's happening to all these people.
There's something upsetting the balance down there, we think. And we want to make sure that it's all either above board, and if it's not, we want to know what things look like so that when we go to restore the balance, we don't risk ourselves unnecessarily by being unprepared.
Bring to light a great injustice.
Oh, by the way, got a question for anybody. Does anybody like the apothecary lady here?
Yes, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Just wanting to just checking.
Keep in mind you have druids, clerics in the party.
Realm Walker. Important.
Yes, groundwater is important.
Groundwater.
I will restore balance.
The guy at the jail has it in for the apothecary, and we want to see if there's some information that the people down below and in prison can give us some information on why that is. He's very threatened by her, it seems.
I mean, because if not, I mean, he's willing to pay out some coin to get rid of her.
Money has no value.
That's the whole point of money, but okay.
High five.
But no, I mean, so you're willing to do that?
And maybe the apothecary can give us information on him as well.
That may be true. Sit there and find out what her side of the story is.
Right.
All right, so who's all wanting to go down to the docks?
Let's go for the docks right now. I think we could build up some goodwill down there.
So we just leave him high and dry, or are you going to do this first and then that?
We're gonna do the docks first.
All right.
Docks first.
Right.
Go back after the things have cooled down a little bit with the guard captain. Let them breathe a bit, yeah.
All right. Well, I suggest that we all eat our fill and have some stuff to drink, and maybe bring some fresh water and a couple of supplies, because we could be down there for a little while.
I'm sorry, which place are you going? The dock?
The dock.
Are you taking a nap, baby?
No. Handling something.
Handle that business.
All that business.
Ooh. I got dark vision now.
No,
Yeah, me too.
There's lights, actually have lights.
It's this way. Is where they said that he comes out at.
Now, where are you guys wanting to set up at?
It looks like there's like a little hilltop right here, like right behind us. I was figuring that the hilltop would probably be a good place, like kind of sort of like behind the warehouse on the hilltop.
I wish
Right
you had
around.
done the shit on that virtual tabletop thing, so we could see like the sides of buildings instead of just black fucking squares.
Am I by bushes and trees?
Yeah, there's
What is
trees
that?
and stuff up there on the hill.
Could I attempt to cast Druidcraft and create like a blanket of leaves and make myself look like a bush?
Ghillie suit.
Yeah, ghillie suit, really? Effectively.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it simple enough.
So Adukai will make himself look like a bush next to this other bush.
It's probably 10 o'clock, 10:30 right now. Dick.
That's like that one for all video earlier too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could do this.
Roll for perception.
Hang on. And just leave the dynamic lighting off, and it's just consider it dark.
Oh, it's just like I get the concept. It just sucks that you're looking at a flat map. I was looking through the Twitch at the people doing D&D, and there was actually someone using that shit. And it looked kind of neat,
What?
like the virtual tabletop. I'll see if I can find them.
How's that look? Same.
It looked really neat. Oh,
No, I know what you're talking about. I've seen. It's just. I've watched videos on how to set those maps up, given it
Takes
the
too
3D.
long.
Yeah, you literally have to go in there and do every part of the map.
Gross.
Maybe if I.
It sounds like flipping Google Earth.
Maybe if I was doing this as like a job, like my career was to run games, Mr. Matt Mercer or some shit, But all right, so you're gonna set up in the are you guys gonna pretty much set up over here?
Well, where is it that they said that the
This is the
guy
building.
comes from?
This is the building that they've been breaking into. The guy said he saw somebody coming from over here out of the water.
Yeah, I was gonna set up over like behind the warehouse.
But
Thinking like right here.
there's a door here and a door here on this build, so there is no way to get in the building from back here. So sitting up over here, if you sat down far enough, like where Brian's actually at, he can see down this alleyway, and then he can see the door over here. So it's not a bad spot right here. But if y'all want to spread out, that's fine too.
There's a door here too, you said?
No, it's a door on this alleyway, kind of where the guy, he was sitting right in front. I don't know if you could see. He was sitting right in front of the door. One right here, and then there's like one over here. So on the west side and the south side of this building.
Yeah, I mean, if we can see both doors, then I guess that would probably be a better spot to set up than having everybody spread out. If we end up having to fight this thing, then having one person fighting on.
You guys are blowing my cover, man.
We can spread out a little bit in this area too. So like so where's my dude?
Who's hiding underneath the docks?
I was thinking of hiding out over here so I can still see the south door or the west door, and then I can see up here a little bit too.
You gotta hide in the shitter, Jay.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hide underneath the pier here.
Well,
if only we had a door chucker.
That's Terminator move right there. Predator move.
They came up from the water, though, so if you're in the water, whatever it is might be able to see you. Alright, so everyone in position?
Sure.
Yep.
Hide my happy butt.
Sean's is right there by the door.
Well, Lenny rolled a freaking 21, so he's just like hiding
in plain
sight. I like where your mind is.
Lenny's hiding in the bushes.
Alright, everyone roll me a stealth that hasn't already rolled.
Oh God. It wasn't a 1. All right, it was a. No, it wasn't. It was a 6.
Yeah, you rolled a 6 because you have a -1. Good to know. Alright. Good thing, though, is we're taking an average. So, overall, you have a pretty decent stealth score. Came up to 15. So you guys sit back, and it gets quiet. And the waves are crashing, you know, against the shore and the boats. It's a warm night, not too hot. Nice breeze off the ocean. Um, those of you that took long rest aren't, you're fine because you literally just woke up hours ago. The three of you that didn't take long rest, though, I do need con checks to see if you stay awake.
Dope.
And you slip into that sweet, sweet slumber. Jansen, must be Tuesday. Jason, 10 was the target.
Normal
number.
day.
So a few hours goes by. Nothing happens. You start to get tired, and then Jason, you're right there by the water. Give me a perception check.
What was the agreed upon signal?
Caw.
You don't
Gotcha.
hear anything, Jason. Dart, give me a perception check, because you're the only other one that would have line of sight. Alright, yeah, you see it. Coming up out of the water, you see this. It's a
Candygram.
Condegram.
That looks sexy.
Let me see if I can share the full body.
It's one of those other half mermaid.
Yeah, it's a little reverse merland. Mermaid.
Dropping it into Discord.
He needs to be putting both thumbs up and being like, "Hey."
I was just thinking.
But this creature comes out of the water, kind of slinking about.
Caw.
Oh, he heard that.
What I need to make a bird noise?
Perform.
It's a charisma check.
Oh boy.
Oh, somebody just admitted to having charisma as their
But you see this figure rise up out of the water, and he starts walking, and then it looks straight at you, Deacon, like in the night, and then it freezes.
I pretend to pee.
Alright, so you urinate against the side of the building.
And I kind of like waver around a little, like I'm drunk. Pretend.
Alright. And give me a deception check.
On Decepticon. Decepticon bag.
Ouch.
You do notice some other figures coming up behind it, and then it looks like it turns around and it looks at them, and then like he motions them to go back, and then they all kind of scurry back into the water and disappear.
Motherfucker.
Quick, Arby's.
Come on. Orcs player. The go was cacao.
But they,
I didn't hear nothing. I was asleep.
How do you do an emote in chat? The gold color.
and what?
/EM.
Oh, when they
and then you
just,
type-
/E will work too.
facepalm. All right. How long are you guys gonna wait?
All right, I'm gonna hide.
I'm gonna back up a little bit behind a building.
All right. So kind
Because
of
they might come up that way.
This is about when it came up. It was about midnight. And then they scurried back into the water. How are y'all waiting till? What's your cutoff point?
Did Kai
3,
see him?
4.
Morning.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, well, 3 of us slept till we took a really long rest. So, I mean, we can make it. I don't know about the.
Yeah, I mean, I should be. I mean, with my Constitution check, I should be fine.
I want to throw some water on them.
You probably saw some movement coming out of the water, but you didn't get a really good view of them coming out, Ryan.
All right.
I want to run around everybody and tell them what I saw. Especially Torn.
He's kicked back
Okay.
reading Jet magazine.
I will.
Oh, girl, you super fly. Oh, what? Well, good job getting spotted.
As you come around and sit there and tell us, I'll sit there and say, okay, we need a new signal.
I think using the ghillie suit, I would attempt to do the same thing, but this time in the sand.
All right.
Like looking like washed up seaweed, just clumped up.
All right. So you guys go back to hiding. Keep the same stealth rolls since you guys rolled fairly well. The fuck are you doing, dude? Another 2 or 3 hours goes by, and just when you're getting to that point to where you're like, fuck this, man, let's just go, you do see a head creep up out of the water. It takes a few steps forward.
Do I see it now?
Yeah.
I will wait for it to take a few more steps onto land before I do my next thing. So I'll wait until it starts, it gets fairly on land. Oh, there's a second one.
Yeah, I would wait until they get close to the building.
Few more pop up.
They're going to break into the building. We can wait until they're actually inside the building and trapped.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least wait for Torn to get, like, the back door on.
It looks
Well, I mean, and
looks around, doesn't see anything, and he turns around and he says something to the one in the back.
What language?
Undercommon.
I have comprehend language anyway, so.
Well, it's a spell you'd have to have.
I have it as a spell.
Do you cast it?
Aquarium.
Speak aquarium.
Casting it will let them know.
But you see him turn around, he says something, and he kind of motions for him. And they start coming along behind him. And then they start making their way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
When the one gets up to this light, he'll actually. Oh, I don't think I put the light on. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. He'll looks like he chunks a rock up to it and tries to knock it out.
This one.
Yeah, the light right here.
All right.
And the one behind him kind of shoves him a little bit and motions for him to go. So they start moving. They go. They're moving and kind of slow, looking around. Surprise, motherfucker! And then they get to the door.
Oh, that's the door.
Yeah, it's right here.
I don't know why I thought the door was on the other side.
Well, there's two doors.
3 of them.
There's one where Deacon is, and then there's the one right here.
Can the group see me?
I mean, they know where you laid down at, so yeah.
Nobody's got direct line of sight, though.
Yeah.
Torn might.
Give me a perception.
Just for Torn.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you heard them that time coming out of the water, especially when they started talking.
Yeah, this little goldfish about to get bugged up.
The one kind of has a spear, and he jams it in the door, and he starts working it to open it,
Yeah, work that shit.
Couple of seconds goes by, and you see him pop the lock, and they basically single file rush into the room.
As they pop the lock and I see that they've walked into the room, I will cast Entangle.
Fish fry, motherfucker. This is the police.
Come out with your hands up!
So you're casting it into the building.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the entirety in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's fine. What's your DC for it?
It is 14, I think. 13, my bad. Oh, I said that loud.
You said 13?
Yeah. Strength.
And they are restrained. So one of the two. So the one on the far left succeeds.
And all that terrain is difficult terrain for them.
Right. And they light up and they're, jibber jabbering in this other language. Now, if you want to cast your spell, Mike.
I already did.
Okay.
Hey, what did we do with that globe?
One of y'all have it.
Anyway, I'm sure they're talking more about freaking out.
Yeah, they're calling each other's names, weird guttural sounding names, and thrilled, panicked. What's going on?
Okay. The second I hear him cast entangle or see him cast entangle, I'm gonna move up.
All right, hold on. Move back to where you were. Because we're gonna go into niche.
Okay.
I was thinking about seeing throw that globe in there.
Do I know this that Ander
Oh.
is sleeping?
Nah, he's awake now because the cast,
The commotion.
yeah, they're not being quiet. All right, what are you doing, Ryan?
I'm going to bonus action shapeshift. Wild shape, my bad. Into a brown bear.
I'm just
Or
gonna
okay, maybe not a brown bear. Maybe which one's the better one?
Black bear
It's
is
an undead
smaller.
bear there.
Yeah, there we go. Brown bear.
I guess they are the same size. All right. So
And I'm gonna use that movement to walk in and then lay the beat down on that restrained one.
all right,
Dun, dun, dun.
teddy bear.
First is a bite claw.
Damn!
Oh yeah, you
Leave some for the rest of us, son.
just maul it apart.
And that is my turn.
All right.
You know, bears get pluses to fight fish. It's an eternal struggle.
That's good. All right. This is just gonna turn around and he's gonna try and spear at you.
All right, disadvantage.
And misses. Well, no. What's your AC?
It's actually 11.
It's yay. Hits you for 4 damage.
30 damage.
All right, Torn.
There we go.
You're good, Jay.
I can get double run to get to him. I have no desire to pop my fucking action surge. So I will end right there.
All right. This one is going to try and break his friend out.
Fish fry, motherfucker.
I'm just gonna give him basically a saving throw. If he succeeds, he helps get the vines off of him.
It succeeds.
Alright, so he rips the vines off of him. And that will take his turn. Jam!
Alright, I'm gonna use my dash to get into it. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Andy. Now remember, there is a door over where Deacon is, too. If you don't want to, because you can't really crowd the door.
Alright, I'm just gonna move. And that's pretty much. Let's see. It's 30. And since they're inside the building, I can't really do much.
Alright. You can double move if you want. Take your action to move another 30 feet if you want.
Okay.
Yay, nay?
I'm moving.
Okay. Alright, go ahead.
Where was the other door?
Up where Deacon is. Like, he's like literally standing right next to it. Alright. Deacon!
Ooh, sweet. Can I see in from this position?
There's no windows, but if you open the door, you can look in.
Yeah, I'll open the door. If it's unlocked.
High or low?
High.
It is open.
Excellent. I'll take a step in and toll the dead on the middle one.
What's your DC?
13.
Alright, he fails. What's the damage, sir?
He wasn't hit, was he?
No, he hadn't got hit yet.
Sweet too.
No, okay. He hears the bells, and it frightens him.
And
Lenny.
Can I get line of sight through the store?
I left the door open.
Yeah, he didn't shut it behind him or anything, so you can pie slice it enough to where you can see into it.
I'll shoot a firebolt.
18 would
Nice.
definitely hit.
All that cantrip fury.
I'll flex.
Ender.
Okay. I'm going to cunning action my way into the building with a dash.
Alright.
Where are you? Oh, that's what's going on. I gotta pick the right thing first. There you go. I'm outside of the effect right there, right?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not sure where he centered it. He didn't draw it, but it's completely cool.
Okay. And then I'm going to give him a stabby. Whoa.
You just see him, like, what do you use, a rapier? You just run that shit right through his fucking brain pan. Point of it comes out of his eyeball, and he just slumps over dead.
It's like, why do I feel like I'm in a Chinese market now?
Should we ask these guys questions?
I was wondering if anyone was gonna try and even question somebody, or if y'all were just gonna outright kill them all. But I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I think we got this guy right where we want.
I was thinking about it, but
Yeah, didn't someone cast the language spell?
I did.
I got in my
He
turn.
sees what'll happen. He's actually been hurt.
It's that murder hobo.
Murder
lust
hobo.
gets going, and you guys just see red.
It's like we're addicted.
Right?
We're just trying to kick it, man.
I mean,
2 out of 3.
Like that video I posted a little while ago or earlier tonight.
Hey, before we attack, maybe we should ask questions of what they want to do.
it'll be non-lethal. The second hit will be non-lethal.
It's
The second
Really?
will be non-lethal.
The
How's a
second
bear not? You just gonna paw it?
Yeah.
You're gonna do some
Play with it.
All right.
You know,
Well,
you
some dual damage a thing in 5th edition.
well, the first one missed, and then he did 23 damage. I think that's my
We're
math
Gonna
is
bring
right
it
there.
back from the dead.
we're 33% better now.
It's near death.
All right, I say everybody stop.
I ask it, why do you come on land and steal?
Hold on. Let me check something real quick.
Sure.
This is our mortal enemy, the bear.
All right, so you can understand it, but you can't actually speak the language.
Right. I was asking in my native tongue.
I know in common, but it doesn't
Yeah.
speak common. So
Oh,
it's just looking at you like, eyes.
What?
Fucking bear gift. Nah, I'll tell you, if you want to see some just real quick,
Is that a real bear or
hell
a
no.
bear's? Can't tell.
I can
Look
see.
at that shit, man. How small
yeah.
them kangaroos are, man. Like motherfuckers like, you even lift, bro?
Do you want some of this?
well,
Get close to the fence.
just get behind it. You'll be fine.
Shit, the tail? Do you see the tail he's standing up on?
Right, but they can't go backwards because they're of their tail.
I don't know, man.
Not a chance of
They
rolling
can whack shit out of you
That
with them
seems like-
tails.
Seems like a motherfucking Google question right here. Hold on. Hey Siri, can
Can a
kangaroos
kangaroo-
jump backwards?
Can a kangaroo fuck me up backwards?
Oh wow, they can't even walk backwards.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Wow, that's
They
crazy.
can smack
But
you
they
with
come
that
from
tail.
the land down
Down.
under.
What the fuck is that?
Used to be a cow until he hit the jump.
Belgian,
Jim
the
Partner.
Belgian blue.
All right, but
Jesus Christ.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they feed
Yeah.
him steroids.
That's
No,
that
they don't
Norwegian.
actually. They've got the breed lacks a gene that that limits their muscular growth, and so
It was on a
they've been bred to be
documentary.
that way.
That's crazy. Shit looks painful.
That's why I don't eat
Right.
meat.
But
It's the new linebacker.
right. Get shit done that way. Eat more chicken, bitch. But yeah, you speak to him, but it doesn't. It can't. Like you could tell from like not really his facial expressions, but he's like he give me an insight. But from the way you're talking, the way he's looking, it's gonna be a real easy insight check, unless you
I want to grab like what they were stealing and then hold up my shoulders and hands like, what the fuck?
Well, they hadn't actually got anything yet, but the guy said they stole like all kinds of random shit, like fishing equipment, shiny shit, supplies. Any of you guys have nature?
Have what?
Not trained.
A trained nature?
Nope.
Wow,
Not even Aldekai?
not even-
Wow.
A druid? Wow. Failed druid is fat.
Hey, I
I've
am
tried-
nature. I don't study that shit. I just animate.
I just
You don't have
am
to-
nature.
I tried it, but yeah, no, I don't have it.
It it
Just
throws its spear down that it had on the ground. It's
I want to give it a
cowering.
good bear.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
What the?
Oh, nope. He spits at your good berry.
gestures. Why you steal our shit?
It doesn't take the berry. It sniffs your hand though. Or the berry.
I pull up.
Which hand?
My.
Which hand?
Which hand? His left hand or his right hand?
I don't know.
I pull out my rapier, and
I do priestly things from my right hand.
And I put it to its throat to sit there and try to make it talk, I suppose.
Yeah, it starts praying, is what you imagine, because you don't understand like the meaning behind the words that they're saying. Like you can understand them, but it's like the name eludes you. But it's like give me strength. I'll see you in the the other side type stuff.
If I could just throw the berry down his gill or something.
I sit there and I look back. I'm like, he's praying to his God. If he can't understand us, we don't understand why he was stealing it. But we can't let him go.
Oh my God, Jason.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Hey, Torin, just save me the head so I can show Al tomorrow so we can get our money.
So, I wonder if they even realize that they're actually stealing, or because they're coming out of the water.
Right, but if they're praying, that means they have a religion, which most likely means they have a society.
Right.
And they don't have the things that they were stealing previously on them, so they're taking it somewhere.
I mean, they were smart enough to hide from us the first time they came up.
Well,
I think it's time to club them.
What'd you say?
Time to club them.
They're not baby seals. Calm down.
Close.
And there's obviously a language barrier, so we can't really get any information.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I hate to say this, I mean, I would love to find out more.
Religion check?
You can.
Can I? Do I recognize any of the ceremony he's doing?
It is a Koatoa worships gods of their own insane creation, so you've never actually heard of the god that he's worshiping. But he's also saying this name, and I'm just gonna put it into chat because I'm not gonna try and pronounce it.
Oh dear God!
Oh yeah.
Bibdle poop.
Libdle poop.
Now, when Mike mentions
That's the mayor of Toronto, ain't it?
when Mike mentions that name, you are familiar with that name being referenced to the Sea Mother, which is one of the lesser. It's a monster god, basically.
Yeah, I think we put him out of his misery. Said the priest.
All right, the priest sister says to give him his last rites.
Can't believe nobody has nature. Crazy.
Especially the druid.
I am nature.
How do you go?
You see me?
How do you go druid without nature knowledge?
Animal
handling. I have animal handling, yeah.
You could calm him down a little bit, but he's not really an animal, He's a humanoid.
Oh. That's my most druidic skill.
What are you doing the save for, Jay?
Oh, it's just
sanity.
I meant
it's a sanity check.
Sanity check.
All right, let's just do this real quick.
He'll like you're standing, you're disgusted. He's praying and he stops praying, and then he takes off his little jewelry that he's got on, like the little shell jewelry and stuff, and he kind of shakenly holds his hands out.
Does it have a picture of minnows?
No, it's just like he's like, please no kill. Uh,
Aw.
So he says that in common to us.
no, he's still speaking in undercommon, but Mike can
Okay, so
understand.
we kind of figures that out.
Yeah.
I'll hold my hand out and basically like motion for him to keep it, and then
Well, okay.
I'll point out at the water and like say you go and like sit there and like point in like this general direction and say no and like make like the do like the slitting of the throat signal, so that way he knows that if he comes back on the land he'll die.
I offer the berry to him again.
He'll take the berry.
Goddamn right you will.
How much is it? 4?
4.
He eats it, he nods, he's like, sweet, very sweet. And when you point towards the water, a single tear right at the bottom of that black orb of an eye.
Yeah, but I'll let him walk out.
Did you drop the entangle, Brian?
Yeah.
All right. He won't even stand up. He just kind of crawls towards the door.
I kind of feel bad for him now.
Can I check? Can I check his posture and see if there is like some sort of how do I like shamed anger?
Oh, that would take a trained nature check.
You could do an insight check.
Nope.
Doesn't seem hostile. He seems very submissive, scared, fearful. He starts crawling and he stops, and then he still real low to the ground crawls back over, and he just starts pulling on the 2 other bodies.
I'll grab one of them.
I'll grab the other.
No, just grab one.
And then he's like, but my brothers.
No, I'm grabbing them, like helping him carry them out.
Oh, we're not cutting their head off? Okay. I guess we don't really need proof.
I've got fisheye on the end of my rapier. I think we got enough proof.
Alright. Blobfish.
Yeah, I'll grab the other one.
Alright, but he basically all but belly crawls over to the water.
Yeah, it's only fitting because I kind of feel bad for it now.
The second he gets into the water and everything, I'll drop the other 2 in the water. I'll drop mine into the water with him.
Yeah, so
He just grabs a hold of their feet and swims away under the water.
Okay.
1 billion.
Better run.
All right. Well, now that I'm thoroughly depressed, I'm gonna go to sleep.
At the hostel.
Yeah.
Not here.
No, not here.
Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah. I think we might have stopped a war, Lenny.
Wait.
Wait, what?
So it's like that one time at band camp.
You hear a door open. Oh, why is this?
She gets zapped. No.
All of our aggression goes out towards that person.
She
What is
should
this?
know better.
Like Scott Baio zapped?
I think I need to refresh roll 20. Not letting me move the token. Alright, sorry. But you see the guy from earlier come running down the docks. He's like, why'd you let him go?
Because he won't come back.
Somebody's got to be telling the rest of them not to come back.
If we just killed him, they would have came looking for him.
Send a message.
He looks really pissed off, and then he starts to tell you what the Koatoa are, and that they're mad slaves and totally evil creatures, and that they usually form like pockets of creatures, and that by letting them go, he doesn't think that they're gonna just peacefully go away. I don't know how much of that it showed you or not.
It's showing us everything.
Oops.
Well, for the Kuatoa entry.
Yeah. Should have gave you the top part, like with the lore and all that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got like their actions, their traits, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, all the way down to reactions. I'm glad they didn't spew that on us.
All right.
Hey.
Nothing says adventure by like getting spooged on by a random fish man.
Look, if they come back, we can handle it. I don't think they're going to come back.
All right. Well, let's hope
Look,
not.
we took care of your thieving problem, right?
At least for tonight.
Yeah.
It's a really strange thank you you're giving us.
I just don't think it's over. I think
sounds like a you problem.
I mean, he's not being rude. He just seems upset.
Scared.
Yeah, and scared, because he knows what they are, because he's a fisherman. They kill entire vessels full of sailors in their sleep.
Worst sailors ever.
If the whole thing is that if they were going to attack sailors, they would wait till y'all were out on the water. They wouldn't be coming onto land to come and steal your stuff.
We can hope.
And I think they understand that there are people here who can take care of them if they come back.
Kai will move up to the man and say,
I'm a bear.
I'm a bear. I will stop imbalance.
Right.
So my friend here is trying to say,
hey, come on, Kai, come back this way, buddy. Hey, let's get back this way. You're getting your sap on him. Come on, back this way.
He's gonna take a few steps back, and he goes to a bell, and he just starts ringing the bell. And people start coming out. I'm not gonna move all the tokens, but he starts telling them what he saw. And they'll, basically lock their doors, make sure that there's people on watch through the night. And he'll go in and get a bag, come back out and give you a bag with 50 gold coins in it.
Cool. And as all these people are out here, I sit there and say, and look, if they do come back, send somebody to the... What's the name of our inn again?
The Broken Compass.
The Broken Compass. and come get us, and we will come out here and fight and stop them and not let any of them leave.
May I suggest you put bells on each of your doors, maybe?
That's a good idea, yeah. All right. Thank you for what you did do. I'm sorry if I was rude.
Oh,
You're
you
fine.
were. It's cool.
Did you say you were? uh,
Al, get some sleep. I just start
Deacon.
walking away.
Deacon. Wise.
I try.
Wow.
yeah, he'll go back inside. Everyone starts dispersing, and you see people going back in and hearing doors lock as you make your way out of the dock area. You going back to the broken compass?
That's positive.
All right.
Apothecary next. Hit her up while she's asleep.
Whoa.
Really?
I'm not
Hashtag me too.
condoning this.
Wake up, we need answers.
Okay, so
Oh, that can handle.
that was definitely interesting. I say, whoever's tired, we need to catch up on some sleep. Ander, and
Hey, buddy.
What?
Got a special on fish?
No, I don't really. I mean, I can make you some fish.
Anybody else? Said I know I'm gonna catch up on some sleep, so
All right.
going back to bed.
So you guys go back to sleep, and the next day comes by.
Apothecary?
Hey, guess what, everybody?
What?
Good berry! And shillelagh. Yeah, I give you guys each one.
Alright.
What time is it? They have 24 hours.
If you guys got in 8 hours, it would probably put you at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. 'Cause it
Okay.
was dark 30 when those guys came up out of the water the second time.
Set your old berry to the left and your good new berry to the... You got 4 hours.
So, by the way, I appreciate that. I take it the next place we need to go is to the apothecary and run the old lady off. I mean, see what the old lady has about Regis. Sorry.
Now, when the fish guys come back and burn the city to the ground, we'll be like, hey, let you live.
Hey.
Stop that. And I'll be like,
Throw 'em
oh,
the gang
you.
sign. Thumbs up.
But at the mention of the apothecary, Kai will definitely, uncharacteristically, be energetic and stand up to his feet and then sprint outside.
Going to see Santa Claus, Santa Claus.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
I guess we know that Kai's going into the apothecary.
Hang on.
Nothing wrong with that.
Come back over here for a second.
Life is hard.
Oh, you're good.
Anybody else know that? Notice that Kai might need to sit there and like go into the river and like scrub down. He's got like mushrooms growing on his feet and shit.
Wow.
Why are you looking at his feet, man?
Yeah.
Don't judge my fetish.
Exactly.
Alright, so you guys start
Whoa.
making your way
Downtown, walking fast.
I'm gonna say for the sake of, because there is a road that goes out here, but you guys started hearing some weird noises. Would y'all investigate weird noises on the way out
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course,
Weird
we
shit.
would
So
investigate.
show.
Alright, so we're gonna put you guys back down here towards the bottom. You can move around a little bit, but don't go like way up here or anything. Since y'all are kind of standing. Well, I mean, you technically would just be under the canopy of the tree, so it's not like
Because he's got monsters in the bushes.
you're up on top of the tree. You heard some weird sounds, and then as you make your way closer in or deeper into these woods, you start smelling this odd odor. It's like a mix of. Tell me where you are, Josh. You know that map? I kicked it into the river. But you notice this odor, this kind of smell coming like off into this direction.
What kind of smell?
It's
The smelly smell.
like a
The
mix,
smell that surrounds you.
It's like a mix of garbage and death.
Perfume.
Yeah,
Oh.
close.
Garbage and death.
Smells like Torin.
Wow.
Dirty cows.
Hey, I try to tell the man he needs to bathe regularly, but
Right.
Oh, cripes.
Can we tell where the smell's coming from?
Yeah,
direction?
it's coming from your north.
hey, everybody, let me hold tight a little bit. Let me scout up ahead. I'm gonna stealth up.
I'm gonna sit here in the sand trap.
Sure, go ahead.
So I'm gonna stealthily make my way up there
All right.
towards the smell.
I'm a ninja.
I'm a bloody ninja. Alright, so you're doing.
I'm gonna start right about there, so I can keep the cover of the brush. What little there is under that canopy there.
You do notice, looks like a pile of bones.
Do they look like fresh bones or really old bones?
Give me a perception. They look new. You can even see like blood on them and stuff.
Interesting.
And,
That explains the smell.
yeah, you can smell as you're getting closer that's the smell that you're.
Mhm.
Alright, it's gonna get crazy.
Do I see anybody hanging around there, or is it just us as far as I can tell?
All the oxen free.
You
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
see anybody as Deacon comes rushing out of the woods
Woo!
next.
Sorry, got some metal going. I'm
Way to go, douche nozzle.
Flame White Zombie, okay?
Alright, so you move up, Deacon, you see the bones.
Wave to get Deacon's attention and say, "Listen here, numbnuts, get back over here. You don't know what's up there just yet."
Altria!
You're not. From the directions that Grok gave you from the compass, you're not quite where her abode
Holy.
would be.
Whoa.
Make a little U-turn here and hook a left.
Skirt, 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 skirt. So
He's just enjoying himself. He's out in the woods.
6, 12,
Good golly, Kai.
Azukai, can you scout ahead?
36 seconds later. And weave intricate pattern through the woods.
I can.
Have at it.
I'll slowly creep behind them.
I'll turn into. What is foresty?
Oh my.
A bear.
Bush, a
I'll
tree,
turn into a weasel,
yourself.
That's got
What's
weasel written all
that?
over.
or not.
You see, as
Who
you guys
sees
are
this?
kind of standing around, you see this thing kind of creep out.
It looks like Kai.
Oh, it's like an
Yeah,
assassin
yeah,
of our
That's
land.
a shambling mound.
Is there a person inside there? It's just a costume. Yeah.
You see some skeletal remains of a person. Doesn't seem like it's noticed. Yeah, it didn't notice you guys at all. It
In
just
Sylvan.
kind of, sorry, goes here and drops some more bones onto this shit pile here.
Ooh. Let's not murder hobo this thing and try to follow it back to where it goes.
Cacao.
Kai will attempt to yell out at it in Sylvan. Halt.
Or you yell out.
I'm staying hidden for a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Does it seem to respond? Not respond, but does it seem to react?
It stops moving when you call out. And yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
It wants to play Tangle.
I mean, it's a plant, so it's
Marvelous.
not like it's acting aggressive at the moment, but we are entering combat turns to keep track of what everyone is doing. Lenny, are you doing anything?
So there's a pile of what looks like human bones, and it's dropping more into the pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn this thing to the fucking ground with a firebolt.
Nice. I can act out all my murder hoboing through you guys.
Somehow, some
You
way,
just set fire to the forest that way.
it's like you shoot the firebolt off right as it's like expelling another piece of like rib cage, so it kind of flattens down for a moment, and the bolt just sails right over top of it.
I don't get advantage for a surprise round.
It's aware of you guys. It's not
I did, yeah.
surprised.
I did yell out at it.
Good one.
Yeah, who did that? Who yelled it?
Arabellus.
Arby's.
Arby's. We have the meats.
Well, if y'all are gonna murder hobo shit,
It's a walking plant.
That literally just dropped a rib cage.
This is the one we questioned, though.
A humanoid looking rib cage.
then what I will do right now is cast Bless
Alright.
on Adukai.
It's a plant.
Alright, you're putting it on the
Yeah, Idakai.
All right.
I could activate it.
And
My bad.
Who? Ander?
Ander. And
Do Torin.
Jason Torin.
All right. Are you moving or are you staying put?
I will move up a tad bit.
All right. Go ahead and do your movement in your turn, please.
That's it.
All right. Jam. Mike. Oh,
I want
never
to
mind.
use vicious.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna use vicious mockery on it. You're good.
It fails. Actually, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me open up its sheet real quick. Make sure.
So yes, it's intelligent enough to sit there and understand it. It should be able to take psychic damage if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just making sure it didn't have anything against psychic.
Oh, like any type of resistance.
Yeah. All right. So you see it kind of shake and quiver a little bit. Doing anything else?
No, just insulted its dead leaves on it.
Come at me, you solid. All right.
And I'll move there and I'm done.
All right. It's gonna move up surprisingly pretty fast for a shambling mound. Get it?
Meh.
And it will slam, like it kind of forms into like, not like a hand or anything, but like the front part of it lifts up and just slams towards Plant Boy.
That will hit right on the dot.
Twice.
Oh. Oh, I'm down.
Boom, boom.
Brother, why?
Brother, why? Ander.
Kai would have kept trying to talk to it.
Oh my. I'm a. After seeing that, we'll do that.
All right.
Does that hit?
Yep.
Holy crap. How many hit points does that thing have?
A lot.
You all had to try to talk to it.
Gave up the element of surprise.
Whoa.
Yeah, he missed it. Move up, and it just slammed into Brian twice and dropped him.
Yeah, he just clapped me. He's like, no, brother. Snack.
Right here.
I'm gonna move there. All
I'd
right.
like to remind you that
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't
to
think that's going to be it.
All right. Deacon.
Booyah.
Oh.
And like I said, don't forget you got berries.
You got that glow. That's a bonus action, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But someone's got to give it
What's
to
the
him.
distance? On total dead. 60 feet as well.
Yeah, definitely within range.
All right.
What is it? A will?
60. It says right there it's 13. So
Yeah, it fell.
he's taking damage too, right?
Yep. Nice.
Ooh, good shot.
All right. as you come to with this thing kind of standing, or not really standing, but looming near you, uh, you start to question your life choices.
Like for reals, yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't talk to every plant I see.
Fuck you, nature.
In Sylvan, he will say, "You have strayed too far," and then shapes change, wild shape. I keep thinking shape change.
You want to
So
pop that berry first?
no, I can. Might
Alright.
as well pop the berry after the fight. Get the
I want to see a picture of that.
Picture what?
A bear popping a berry.
Right. Just
Reach into his belly fat.
wow.
There it is.
Picking yourself up off the ground. You bite at it and claw at it, but it's just shifting around in an unnatural kind of way.
Kai's just gonna look at the camera.
Even with bless, had you rolled a 4 on the 7, you'd have still missed it. But
Yeah.
is that in your turn?
Oh, I accidentally picked up the black bear instead of even with a +2, that wouldn't do anything. That's my turn.
All right. Torn. Let me just move you away so I can move him out of the way. Are you jumping on the back of the bear? Or?
Throw my warhammer at him.
That would be awesome, by the way.
All right. Oh yeah, that will hit. Doing anything else? All right. Lenny.
Did he use his bless?
Well, bless is ongoing as long as you concentrate on it. Um,
Choose fire.
all right.
Lob a ball of fire at this thing. It's a 19 hit.
Yes, sir. Oh my God, Dark. All right. It slams, makes impact into him. You can smell the burnt vegetation. Arby's.
Would you quit calling me Arby's?
Your go. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to cast an Eldritch Blast.
All right. What's wrong? Okay.
Shit.
14 misses. Its undulating body makes it very difficult to hit.
And I will move back a tad.
All right.
This way. Well.
The little bear in the chat.
Jam.
This way.
No jam. And I hope you like jamming too. Mike, wake up.
You're muted if you're
No, I'm here.
wrong person.
I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna give it to Ander and Torin. So they both have an extra D4 to their next rolls, or rolls of their choice to a certain extent. Yeah. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Kind of pushes itself up against this tree. He's gonna put one hit on the bear and one hit on you, Torn.
Does it move out of my threat
Sorry.
range, or am I just?
Say again, right?
It's a D6, not a D4.
No, it's not moving out of the threat range. It's moving closer to that tree. Like, I can't really put it into the square without it overlapping with you. That's why he's kind of like in the middle, like that. But you were
No problem.
right there. So on the bear, on Torn.
On the bear, it'll hit. Shit.
For 11 damage.
Alright, I will subtract that. Boom.
Alright, and that will end its turn. Andra.
But Wes, did you really think that Kai wasn't going to try and talk to it?
Oh no, when I designed this encounter, I knew, I'm like, Brian's gonna get fucked ass up if he tries to talk to this shambling man. Rich.
You're muted.
Sorry. I forgot. Am I in range for melee attack right here, or would I have to be like right here?
You would have to be right there.
Right. Okay.
Or right there if you want the advantage.
I wouldn't get advantage from the first
Oh yeah, you can get it from the bear too.
From right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna move right there. And we're going to give him a stabby.
Ouch. The first one still hit though because of the bless and the bardic inspiration. So you hit.
Yeah, it only lets me have one up at a time apparently.
You have to add on your sheet. You'd have to make a.
I did.
Let me look at it. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it rolled both of them together. Like you rolled a 1 on the bless, which is why it's red, and then you rolled a 5 on the d6, which is what gave you the 6. But yeah, you stabbed the shit out of it.
Okie dokie. And then I'm going to cunning action to disengage and step back. I think it's 1, 2. Yeah, 2. And I'm done.
All right. Deacon.
13.
It fails.
Speaking of failing.
All right. Anything
Done.
else? All right.
No, I want to move back, but I'm.
All right, here we go. Brown bear time. I will roll the bless on that.
Unless you roll a 1. All right. Yeah, that hits.
And then here we go with the claw.
Nice.
18. Oh, no, 13. It looks.
And
Parts of it are coming apart. Like it looks like it's like hard and more difficult for it to keep its form together. I.e., it's bloodied.
all right. And Kai is just going to circle around the other way to defend Ander. And that is my turn.
Torn.
Oh! 0.
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
because
get a
Duelist
bonus again.
only does it once. Yeah. So it's 9, 11.
And I'll pop my action surge.
For another 6.
All right. Leg. Oof.
Oh,
Big
oh,
oof.
how that hurts me.
Damn.
Arabellus.
Question for you.
Uh-huh.
If I cast Burning Hands,
If you move there, you could arc it to where when it hit the bear.
or Torn,
Burning Hands was a straight line. Or is it a
it's
cone?
a cone, 15-foot cone.
That's like a 25-foot cone there.
It'll hit them.
Yeah, you would catch other. You could like move over here and cast it to where it would spray. I mean, you're hitting the tree and the thing. Fire
I
doesn't.
guess I'll just.
Fire doesn't seem to be doing anything extra to it, so there's no need to use fire spells. Just putting that out there.
I was just trying to do more damage, but I'll just do Eldritch Blast,
Alright.
which doesn't do shit.
Yeah, unfortunately missed.
Like, it's useless.
6 is like nothing to laugh at, though, if it would have hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a D10, more than half. Mike.
I'm just gonna vicious mockery again.
The slow death.
Yeah.
Alright, doing anything else? Alright, it's gonna plow into you twice, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing both of those missed you and your insane ass AC.
That would be correct.
And it pings. You use a shield and a hammer, right?
Oh, I threw the hammers on the ground. I got a battle axe going. Shield and axe at the moment.
So ping slaps into the side of your shield, missing you both times though. Andrew.
Okay. Am I going to get advantage right here? Since he stepped into where I was before? Since it's moved over a little bit?
With the tree and the angle. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okie dokie.
I thought rogues only need it. You only need to be. Oh, well, you're trying to get advantage.
I'm trying to get it so I can sneak attack.
Well, you don't.
Well, you just gotta be. Someone's gotta be engaging it in melee. So you got that.
Yeah, you don't.
Awesome.
Only time you need advantage is if you're trying to crit hit. Well, you should see
Trying to get a double chance to hit
my damn dagger of venom.
like that.
Oh, and that bardic inspiration's only once. By the way.
It is?
Yeah. But
Let me reroll it.
no, it's fine because even if you took 4 off from the bar,
Oh no, totally would have been different. All them extra dice.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, no, I know why he wants to re-roll it because he rolled real low.
I rolled really low.
All right.
Okay, so obviously I miss it.
No, you hit because you had advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's right, I did.
You did the damage. It looks
Then
near death.
Then I'm going to cunning action my happy butt back over here.
All right.
In my turn.
Decon.
I love that cunning action.
13.
It's the Bizom, yo.
Cutting linguist.
Oh, shizzle. I was a cunning linguist when I was in the army.
All right.
Literally, that was my job.
Big
Now you're just showing off. All right. We're just gonna keep this train rolling. We're passing it back. Me and Torin pushing him one way. He's pushing it like playing volleyball.
That's cool. 17 damage on my end.
And on the claws, I'm just gonna us.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The 15 was his AC, so.
All right.
But that would drop it. It falls apart, like whatever. It's keeping it together and animate it. It just kind of falls apart.
Awesome. Anybody got any tracking skills?
Did you say tracking skills?
Tracking skills. Who's trained on survival? Because it ain't me.
I don't have it trained.
I'm trained.
So I want to track back this bugger's trail back to where he came from.
Follow the blood.
Hey, Kai, get 7 HP.
Well,
Wait.
You'd want
Yeah,
to
I
wait
would go.
until he drops beer form.
Yeah.
I thought he already dropped it.
No.
No. This is just the token that isn't me. I am the bear.
It's just if I take his token off, it removes him from the initiative tracker, so I leave the token on there and just move it out of the way. You track it around. I mean, they don't really layer. So they're just kind of like transient life forms that move around. They find food, eat, and they just keep moving on. So
Yeah.
Obviously, he's finding corpses from somewhere.
Keep
I'll
moving.
do a little blessing here on these, and I'll
move it on.
let the church know they've got some work to do.
When you get up here and you take a look at a lot of these bones look more like animal bones than human or humanoid. Now the rib cage they dropped like when you first came up, that was from a person, like a humanoid. Um,
Do you think this thing did the job for it?
Probably
Drink.
Oh
Simon
no.
Gray.
Is there any other fresh bones from that drop when he dropped them off?
I mean,
As far as the
scattered
humanoid
about.
bones?
What do you mean? Say again?
Like I'm trying to figure. I want to get eyeballs on the skull that this thing dropped out.
Well, it was more of just a rib cage that was left in them.
Uh-huh.
If you start scouring the woods and stuff, you can find other parts of bones scattered about. But it seems like it's from one skeleton. Um, this shin bone's connected to that foot bone. Type of deal.
Okay.
Probably Simon Gray. uh,
Alrighty. No shinies?
Not a ton. I mean, you might find some loose coin in the. Find like maybe 5 silver and a gold that's kind of stuck to viscera and stuck to
Uh-huh.
clothes, but nothing of substantial value or anything.
Alright. Onward ho.
Right.
A single tear leaves the bear's eyes, walking away from the shambling mound.
I don't think we're supposed to see those, are we?
Now as you guys start walking up, you see a camp and you hear people talking. Like, oh no, boss, I ain't going back down there. I don't even really like Leroy. Uh, he owed me money anyway. Um, get fucked, son. Hang on a second. But yeah, as you come down the road, you hear people talking. Uh, don't everyone do something all at once?
Is this the house of the apothecary? Or we've been directed it might be? Or would this just be a random house we find?
This is, by accounts, the where you're headed.
In which case,
All right. So Torn, we know, sit there and pull out weapons and run her off, right?
What are you doing, lad?
No.
oh, we all
So
went different ways.
which way we going
And
first?
you're all dead. You scattered.
Or going towards the bad guys.
Oh yeah, rocks fall. You all die. Uh,
I'm going to speak to these gentlemen.
are you going up to the house, Brian?
Kai would go to the house, yeah.
All
He's
right.
not concerned about people hanging out in the woods.
All right. Where's the other scragglers? It's kind of like all spread out doing.
I'm following the George.
Angie,
I'm following these
the
people.
group. Okay. You walk up. They look like they're staring down into a sinkhole of some sort. Talking. And they notice you come up. And like, hello.
How's it smell?
Smells like water. Damp. Wet. earth. Smells
Okay.
normal, like like a cave system maybe. Uh, like, hey,
Uh, is this the apothecary's residence?
yeah, over there past that fairy ring, there's a little building.
I couldn't help but overhear you said you were looking for something.
Oh, friend of ours went down. This hole just kind of opened up last night while we were sleeping, and one of our friends he went down there to kind of check it out. Uh, we heard him screaming and hollering, but uh, we're
Good
not
friends.
the bravest sort. Um,
Hmm.
Bullshit.
Are you guys here for some reason in the
Yeah, what brings you out to the woods this fine sunny day?
clearly, we were doing some camping. Uh, is there
not
some
this
kind of
close to
log?
somebody's
You
home?
guys the guard or something? Like, why y'all worried about what we're doing?
Y'all
That's
always
cool. We'll just
sticking
go
in.
ask the apothecary about it.
It's cool, man. We
Thanks for your
ain't
time.
cops.
We ain't cops.
I know a grow operation when I see one.
uh,
What, what does Anders feel about how they're talking?
It'd be an insight, not a perception.
Insight.
Yeah.
Oh, let's try that then.
You definitely feel like they ain't telling you all of the story. There's some facts being left out.
So, I mean, what do these guys look like? Do they look like the bandit type,
Oh yeah.
or just like in the thieves' camp? In thieves' camps, I asked them, "All right, yo, what's the real deal? There's something else going on here, bro."
Spill, broham.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill Raw.
They're Lord. Uh, simple group of entrepreneurs trying to farm out some mushrooms from the apothecary bitch over there. Won't share her goods. Uh, so we kind of dug a hole. We're gonna go down and get them ourselves. Skip the middleman, if you know what we mean.
That's cool. We'll just
Gotcha.
let the apothecary know.
Nah, you guys, this in thieves' camp, bro.
Yeah, they're like talking about the weather and the humidity and like all kinds of weird shit to roundabout way conversate themselves.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So in the thieves' camp, still, it's like, dude, if you'd be nice to her, she might show you how to grow your own, and then you'll have a renewable supply.
yeah, but I mean, everybody can grow shrooms. These are just special shrooms. I don't know if
That's what
it's
I'm saying.
the
You grow
dirt.
the special ones.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's like the soil, but when you eat these, they they take you to like another world. It's like your dreams, like you're alive in your dreams.
Is it your property?
I mean, the mushrooms they grow out the dirt.
Do you think that these are the apothecary? They belong to. Maybe she planted them?
Well, you really wouldn't know they're talking about mushrooms.
Oh,
So like,
Yeah, it's all in thieves'
that would
camp still.
yeah, it'd be a weird question to just
all right.
ask. So you just
Knock, knock, knock.
well, no, there's some stuff going on over there. So, um, But yeah, we'll get out your hair. Sorry. I'd just be careful if you go down there. I don't know what's down there, but it ain't good. Uh, and they kind of pick up their belongings and they just kind of book if they're not, you know, molested in any other way.
Leave them alone.
Alright.
No molesting.
As you
So
guys,
none of our characters have molestaches. No molesting.
I don't know, man. Have you seen Lenny? That's a diddler
Yeah.
if I've ever seen a diddler.
Yeah, but he looks like he likes kids. These guys are a little too old.
True. So as you guys are wrapping up, you hear you hear some commotion going on over towards the house, and you see a bear attacking this door of the hut over here. As you guys are kind of, I'm gonna pull you guys back a little bit, because this is like happening as y'all are walking up. You kind of see what's going on.
But Kai was there the whole time.
Yeah, you would have saw it first, but you don't want to get involved in that. I assure you. You'll see why in a second, though. But it's clawing at this door, and you see all of a sudden this sigil form in the ground, and it starts glowing and lighting up, and then this beam of light shoots down from the heavens, and it pierces down on top of this bear. Hell, Satan! And it immediately starts seizing up, and it actually reverts form, much like the druid does in your party, and she starts screaming and yelling, and she's turning, trying to flee out of the sigil, and vines and roots start coming up out of the ground and grab her and just hold her in place as she's essentially being cooked. Are you guys doing anything?
Yeah.
This bitch crazy.
Just enjoying the show.
Kai would yell out to stop.
Doesn't look like it's her doing.
It's yelling at the house.
No, he meant stop screaming.
Die quiet, bitch.
Hey, some of us are trying to sleep. Shut the fuck up. No, like yelling at the house, like if someone saw a burglar just getting out of a house, hey, stop. And then they're not saying it to the burglar, they're just saying it to get attention.
I got you. Whatever's happening doesn't cease. The fuck?
I don't.
Thirsty.
Fucking somebody open a manhole cover?
Right? Fucking big
Sorry,
gulp.
I hit the bottom of my cup.
Big gulp. And she like starts spazzing and she's hitting the ground, and you do see the door fling open, and this figure steps out, and she just kind of walks right through all the stuff going on right to you, and she's like, you hear, wait, child, it will be over soon. And then, like, the chick's just spasming, and then she falls to the ground dead.
Is there a particular reason you just killed this person?
She does that, like, kind of bird, you know how they, like, kind of move their heads in weird, jerky, creepy-ass motions. And she's like, they send them from time to time.
Is this lady a fucking Kenku?
Yeah, it's a Kenku for you. And she's like, I'm Altrea. And you are?
Deacon
Done.
Garrett.
But before we start doing all that, that's where we're gonna pause for tonight.
Perfect.
Yay.
Alright.
Ah, I made it in.
You die as you pass the threshold. Good game, guys.
Fun game. I like it. Good
Million
game.
XP, right?
Huh?
A million XP.
Yeah, we made we skipped 2 levels, right?
You get 271.
How much for third?
I want to say, I don't know. Let me look it up.
It is 900 for third.
Yep.
Shut your mouth hole.
Everyone made third.
We hit third.
Sweet.
I didn't hit third.
Some of them have bonus XP from RP, but what does that put you guys at?
That'll put me at like 9. Almost. Oh, it'll put me over 1,000. You said 271.
Yeah, 27. Don't add
Oh,
it.
no.
I've already added
Yeah,
it.
we already added it. Never.
So you should be around
Oh, okay.
8 something.
Yeah, I'm at
Damn you
756
guys.
right now.
I'm at 928.
I had my hopes up.
So
I'm at 831.
very, very close. Very close. But learn some new information. Yeah, the XP thing adds it automatically. Learned some new information. Found out that the warden guy, the garrison commander, is
A great guy.
something not quite right about him. But some of y'all think he's a swell dude. Found out that Altria is not a bitch to be trifled with. She sizzled the character right in front of you.
Yeah,
I think I know why the captain doesn't like her.
We'll have to see why that was the case in the next adventure.
Yay.
Good shit, y'all. Really surprised me with the letting the fish guy go. Didn't expect that from you.
I mean, like I said, we're getting 30% better than what we used to do.
Right. No, I was shocked, A little sad story, and you guys folded it,
I don't know.
But no, it's good stuff.
Said you suckers folded.
Why are you rolling for HP?
I'm at 928 for some reason.
Well, remember, you had extra XP for
role playing.
For role playing.
How much XP did you get from that?
He got 50, which you should have got 50.
Yeah, I got 52.
You didn't. I didn't manually add it for you, though.
Oh. Derp. So, you're at what? What?
I said 928.
Yep, that's what I'd be at.
Let me wrap
That makes sense.
Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Hit that motherfucking follow button if you're in here and you haven't. This will be up on YouTube in a little bit.